She does. There's nothing negative
No,
about it.
you-
Nothing wrong with that. It's just she's a tough woman. She's a tough woman.
I see that.
You know,
I do see that.
we've got roller derby women here in town. You know that,
I
right?
saw a piece on them the other night on the news. Actually,
Did you really?
You too.
they did a roller derby thing over at the Citadel. I think.
Yeah. Have you been to see one of those yet?
No, I haven't.
I used to watch roller derby on
It used to be on TV every week, like wrestling.
on Saturday nights.
Yeah,
I think it
sure
was.
did.
Was that a big '70s thing? Was roller derby?
Roller
was that
derby
when it was big?
Yeah, 70s and early 80s, I believe.
Because it was on that channel that you had to turn the antenna, and you could just about pick up that was from over in Asheville. We didn't have ABC in the local community, and we got NBC out of Bristol, Virginia. We got CBS out of Knoxville, Tennessee. And if you turn the antenna just the right way, you could almost pick up ABC Snowy out of Asheville, North Carolina.
Don't you hate watching TV shows through the snow?
Well, it was great because that was the only. I mean,
I can't imagine even that way of having to deal with media.
Well, I mean, it's changed a lot in the last few years, man.
What are you talking about?
And I was on the very end of that. I remember some of that, but we had cable by 1980 because we were able to watch wrestling on TBS.
Oh, we got that on the ABC. It was on ABC, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was because we used to stop every Saturday afternoon. I think it was at 2:00. They had the NWA would come on.
Now,
Jim Crockett Promotion.
We did used to have that on Channel 4 here.
Yeah.
We had the one that would come on Saturday during the day, 1:00 or so.
Mm-hmm.
But
and then they had the other one on Saturday night, like after the news at 11:30.
Yes, the one with Tony Schiavone.
Exactly, and that was the one where Ric Flair and
Yeah.
Arn Anderson and those guys were there because they brought in their young cousin, Ric Flair. They brought him in to help him out in some kind of a.
Now, that was on
feud.
TBS, right? That was because it came on at 6:05.
No, there was no TBS when I'm talking about.
I don't remember the late one.
No,
they were. It was
But
on
I
late.
do remember
it was on
TBS.
Saturday night. You had to get it off the Snowy channel over in Asheville.
I love that wrestling. I love that wrestling.
That's old school.
And it was cool because we had we set it up so we had the antenna on a gigantic long, like 20-foot steel pole, and the antenna on top of that. And we put it on a tree stump right outside the window in the dining room so that when it was raining, you didn't have to go outside to change channels. You could raise the window and lean out and turn the antenna toward Knoxville so you could watch CBS.
Oh, my
Oh,
goodness.
jeez. That I would have liked to see.
And then when you want
How
to go
many
back
freezers did you have on the porch?
No,
up
we didn't have
front?
any freezers on the porch. We had a washer and dryer on the back porch.
But regardless, they could watch wrestling.
We could watch TV. And my dad used to get real mad on Sunday morning because I'd always have the TV turned toward LOS in Asheville on Saturday night. And he'd get up wanting to watch Meet the Press or something on Sunday morning.
Couldn't pick it up.
And he'd make me get up. He'd make me get out of bed and go and turn the antenna. Yeah,
Oh,
it had to be
wow.
perfect.
That
Yeah.
is funny that you had to turn the antenna to whatever
change the
station
channel.
you wanted to watch.
And we had 3 channels. And then they came up with public broadcasting, which we thought was just amazing. There was another TV channel. It's like, oh my God! Look on channel whatever it was. There's another TV channel, and we got to watch that for a little while.
Do you remember the rotary part that went with those antennas where you could change
we didn't
them
have
from
all that.
Well, I was going to say, to carry that a little bit farther, up in Maryland where I'm from, we had a rotary thing in the house. We didn't have to go outside and turn it ourselves. We
That
could
was
just hit
the
a switch.
highfalutin people.
And it would turn the antenna on its own, and we could,
Had a motor on it.
zero in on
Yeah.
a good signal.
Yeah, just stand
Times
there
have
and keep
changed,
turning.
man. Times have changed.
Gary was rich. Gary must have been rich as a
It
kid.
wasn't me.
They had goats in the backyard,
no,
and
they did.
they had a farm and everything. Gary'd give his goats a bath.
Gary's very, very privileged.
Yeah, he lived. We didn't. No, I.
Wait a minute. Let me take this spoon out of my
Yeah,
mouth.
my dad would hold on to my ankles, and I'd lean out there and change the channel. Boy, and now you can watch it on your phone.
That's right.
God, who would have thought, huh?
Now, Weasel Total Traffic from the Gerald's Tires